Hello and welcome to the third of the Flash podcasts for the website. We left at the point where the rabbit was unfortunately spinning around as he was coming back, because we solved the moonwalking problem, but we've ended up with some kind of rotational issue. And if you look at the keyframes, you'll see why that is. You've got your first keyframe where he's in the correct position and he's moving to the end position in the same way. So you've got him starting off and he's facing towards the right, his eyes are pointing this way. And you get to the end and he's doing exactly the same thing. This is good. The difference then between this set of classic tweening and this one is that he's pointing with his eyes to the right hand side in the first keyframe, but because we want him to turn around at the second keyframe, the last one there, the end one, his eyes are pointing this way. So we've got, well, Flash is going, we need to flip him round because we need him to move from one eye direction to the other. It's not ideal for what we want to do though, so as we're off the stage, as we're off the white bit in the centre, we can take this opportunity to insert a keyframe next to it. So now we've got two of them together. Notice it's doing some of the tween already. Maybe then we want to make sure it's off the screen and then go modify, and we want to transform it and we want to flip it horizontally. So we're doing the same effect that we were doing at the end, but this time we're doing it at the start because it's off the screen already. So we're not going to see that flip between 50 and 51, this flip here, because it's off the white of the screen. That's useful. So let's run it again from the start. If I control and enter, we can see it's exporting it, and hopefully that goes off and flips and comes around, but you don't see that flip off the screen. That's useful. If it was on the screen, so you can see it actually happening, let me zoom that guy in there, and I'm going to use an effect that I've not shown yet, which is this one, the onion skinning outlines. If I click that one, you can see that between these frames, between frame 49, but I'm going to change that to 50, between frames 50 and 51, those are the two places that the object is. So the greyed out one is the keyframe that isn't selected, and the one that's 100% opacity, the one that you can see it fully, is the one that we're in now. So if I flip between the keyframes and go to that one, and then go 50 and 51 to have a look in the onion skins, I can see that that one's now greyed out because I've got this one selected. Really useful to see where an object is, because if I go back to this frame, 50 and 51 again, to get my two frames selected, if I move this now, I know exactly where it needs to be on top of. So it needs to be here. So I've got an outline, onion skin outline, of exactly where the object is. You can just place it over yourself. You don't have to guess, you don't have to keep flipping between the keyframes. Let's turn off onion skinning and let's run it again so we can see on the screen it going up, and drink, flip, and back it goes. Quite useful. It looks as if it's hitting the side of the screen and then bouncing off like one of those Pong games. There it is. That's flipping in Flash, using keyframes next to each other to flip an object and send it another way. Thanks very much. Have a go at it.